Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Friday. Happy Friday to you guys. It's May 12th. We got a bunch of economic news releases to go over today, so we're just going to delve right into it here. I'm going to start with the Consumer Price Index, also known as the CPI. This is a pretty important index, as it's especially of late after we had the PPI kind of spook the markets the other day. This one weighs more on the markets, primarily because this is what shows on the consumer level. And back in March, we had, as you can see, it dropped 0.3%. But in the month of April, our forecast was supposed to be 0.2%, and it came in at expectations. Now, if you strip out the food and energy, which creates a lot of volatility in the market and fluctuates quite a bit, we have what they call the core CPI. So back in March, we had a negative 0.1%. Forecast for April is supposed to come in at 0.2%, and it came in at 0.1%. So it came in pretty tame here. So the year over year for the CPI inflation number went from 2.4% down to 2.2%. So inflation rate so far on the CPI level is showing pretty tame here, which is obviously very good news. Retail sales, we had a 0.1% increase for the month of March. That was actually revised a little higher. It was actually like a negative 0.3%, and it was revised higher to 1%. Forecast was at 0.5% for the month of April, but it came in a little disappointingly low at 0.4%. Retail sales, when you exclude autos or big ticket items, because they can really kind of move sway with those big ticket items, we had in March a 0.3% increase, and 0.5% forecast for the month of April came in again, another disappointing number at 0.3% on there. So obviously, retail sales a little disappointing so far here. Consumer sentiment, on the other hand, we could see on the gauge here is at 97. That was the gauge back in April. Forecast for May was at 97.2, and it came in at 97.7. Now we'll have another one of these, a revision towards the end of the month. We usually get two of these readings, and one in the middle and one towards the end of the month. And so far, the month of May is looking pretty good for consumer sentiment. So that basically tells us that people are feeling much better where things are moving in the economy and everything. And last but not least, we got the business inventories for the month of March. So February we had a 0.2% increase in business inventories, and it increased again 0.2% in the month of March. So businesses are stocking up a little bit, which is obviously good news, which means jobs numbers will be improving down the line as well. So let's take a look here at the headline news. Stock market's down today. Again, there were some disappointing earnings reports that came out today. But a lot of it's just kind of a reflection on kind of the past week they're kind of looking at. We got the firing of Comey. We got some mixed earnings reports, some not so good, some that are coming in, but not always real strong. And it's creating a little bit of uncertainty. The market's at a high point here. The pricing on the stocks are at a very high point here, and then we got the uncertainty created with some of the political stuff that's going on around here. So they're kind of, I think they're just, what they're doing is they're coming back. They're kind of taking a little bit of a break and kind of revising and seeing what their thinking is as to before they go forward, because you got such a high point. But on the other hand, we also got the VIX at a extremely low. It's like 23-year low. I think it was back around 1993 or something like that. Lowest we've seen, right around the 10 level for the VIX, which basically tells us investors, even though we have such high valuations, the fear factor is actually really low. There's really no fear based on where things are at. So it's kind of unusual to see at high valuations, a little uncertainty out there. We also got the Fed raising interest rates. So those are things that that would maybe create a little bit more fear, but it's not. So that's something to keep an eye on and watch for. So let's take a look here at the bond market, and as you can see here, we really took off today. We had an opening gap from where we left off yesterday. So yesterday we were way down here, but we pulled back. We ended up closing, I think it was up 3 basis points from where we left off on Wednesday. But today we start off right about the line of support here, first line of support. Now we're way up. We're about 38 basis points, which definitely is improvement for our pricing here from where we left off yesterday. So very good start of the day, and as we kind of approach the first level of resistance. So here we had a trend going downwards, downward trend, which was rising rates. And now we broke that today by going upwards. So erasing a lot of those losses we had over the week. All right, folks. So, hey, thanks for watching. But obviously, we have some good news today, and thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great upcoming weekend here. But if you guys want more data throughout the day, just go over to Twitter. You can find me at Mike Bjork. I do post throughout the day in case the market changes. You just never know. You kind of have to watch until the very end there, see how the market reacts towards the end there, see if there's any last-minute changes. But just go over to Twitter. You can find me there, and then get more updates throughout the day. Hope you guys, again, enjoy your weekend. If you guys are looking for pre-approvals or looking to buy a home, financing, I'm a loan officer. I'll be more than happy to help you in those avenues. I also help people with their refinances, coming up with some solutions to problems with the equity of their home. So we can certainly look at those as well. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you Monday. Bye.